Hello, everyone, and welcome to another issue of the W2 Report. I am your host, Sanji Himura. I'd like to thank you all for watching through the intro, and today we are going to go into the land of the crypto. But before we do, let us go over some ground rules by Red this time. So with that said, Red, take it away.
So, as always, we have separated this into two rules. Number one, don't be a dick. If this is not clear for you, and if there's ever any doubt, see Rule 2, which is, if in doubt, refer to Rule 1.
All right, we have a different looking panel today. We're joined today by Alex, who is from Callum Upton's Discord. Say hello, everyone.
Howdy.
Okay, and of course, our third man in the ring, as you just heard, read the ground rules. Red Ray, thank you for joining us again here tonight. All right, CryptoLand. Basically, what is it? CryptoLand is a new NFT project that claims that it will purchase a real physical island in Fiji and turn it into a resort for crypto enthusiasts. Let us open up a browser source. Wait, hold on a second. No, that's not what I want. Sorry, I'm being stupid today. And let us open up with CryptoLand. So basically, CryptoLand is an island resort that is 100% powered by crypto. Now, we don't need that. Actually, we don't need that. It's featured in websites such as the Cointelegraph, NBC, and Fox News. But two of the three don't belong. Can you identify which one?
This is going to be hard, isn't it? Because there are certain channels that are useful. I'm going to assume that something has been written by the Cointelegraph. Not sure how trustworthy it is, though, but Sanji, you tell me.
All right, we have, drumroll please, the Cointelegraph.
Sort of.
Part of a
Yes.
paid press release.
Mm-hmm.
And there is zero evidence that Fox News or NBC has written anything about it at all. Shall we go through this abomination?
Oh, yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. The crypto community is digitally connected but physically separated. Many people in the space want to go beyond Discord and Twitter and meet other crypto enthusiasts in real life, but there aren't many options. Sure there is. It's called a convention.
Well, we're going to have a Crypticon now.
Events are not enough, so questions remains. As crypto degens, where should we go? Here's an answer. CryptoLand. And we're going to leave that there because there's more stuff to tear apart into this website. So let us have a quote from Carlos Matos. Anybody remember who that is?
Connect.
Wow. They even quote the BitConnect guy, Carlos Matos. And we're going to have more on that in a little bit because Carlos Matos is not happy that this quote appeared on their website. Now, Alec, oh wow, we have a issue with all of these photographs from right about here onward. Can you explain to me what that is?
Uh, well, every photograph you see here was just stolen from somebody else's website. Not like purchased, as far as we can tell. Not no attribution, nothing. They just Googled resort, Googled villa, Googled palm trees and beach, and just grabbed whatever the first options were and threw them on their website with no credit given to the actual owners of these images.
Have they not heard about like Getty Images or something?
There is, I think, two stock photos on this page. One is that with the red pin on it, and the other is like the roadmap is based on a stock image, but the rest of them are just stolen. But they know
Wow.
what stock images are. They just chose not to use them.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they can't afford it because they're buying an island.
Could be it. Stock images are notoriously incredibly expensive, unlike islands.
Yeah, like how much is like a Getty Images subscription? Like 100 or so bucks per year, or am I completely wrong?
I'm not sure. I know you can get buy them per image from certain sites. I've bought stock images before, and they were super cheap.
So like,
Right.
I'm just subscription plans. Well, yeah, large 4K images, large images, 4K and HD videos. There's like more 5-pack. Yeah, it's like $500. I think if I
Or
convert things correctly.
if you go to 123 RF, though, it's 86 cents for an image.
Yeah, that's way too expensive, especially when you're dealing with crypto. You either one day have money or oh shit, I'm in the red.
Now, here is the Y paper in full length. Now, I'm going to click on this link right here because it leads to a private Google Doc. And the document itself is beyond suspicious, and we'll explain that in a minute. But the island that they want to purchase is called Mono e Cake. Kake, or what?
No,
You know what?
okay.
Yeah. This private island is for sale for $12 million. It's a free floating island with a mansion already built on it. And let's zoom in a little bit. Here it is.
Also looks really beautiful the way it is now.
Yes.
Who needs all those trees, though, when you can have crypto?
Yeah. Yeah. Who needs trees when we have crypto?
I like nature is so beautiful. Why ruin more of it? God damn it, crypto geeks.
You could build a giant pyramid to Carlos Matos. Who doesn't want it?
Oh god damn it! Like, let's just save the pyramid for a little bit. Focus on the
Oh,
island.
yeah, sorry, I'm getting
and
ahead of
then we
myself. It's my bad.
then we can get back into the scheming things.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the island, the Nananu Kakeo, whatever. What
Yeah,
is it?
according to the realtor video, it seems to be pronounced Nananu Ithake.
No, Ithake. Right.
Okay.
Well,
Do you want to know how to join this beautiful island? You have to get whitelisted through the CryptLander NFTs program. And
what is that?
okay. You know what? I'm going to tell you right now. In order to earn a NFT for no cost to you, you have to earn 20,000 coins through various actions in Discord or social media. Now,
Okay. How are they going to keep track of that?
trust system.
Right.
There's one thing I know about the internet. It's very trustworthy.
and it never
Like,
forgets.
well,
Never
that
forgives.
and on the internet, nobody knows you're a dog. Nobody.
Nobody.
I mean, 2 out of 3 of us are cats, according to Discord.
Fair enough.
So there are 10,000 NFTs available, but 20,000 NFTs exist on their website. Now, let's take this and break this down into two categories. One is the NFTs that are available on their contract. Now, 60 of these NFTs are reserved for owning parcels of land on the island. We'll explain more about that in a second. 12 of them are for the CryptoLand team. 100 of them are supposed to be used for giveaways. And 9,828 are supposed to be minted on their website for a total of 10,000. This actually differs from their white paper, or rather called Y paper, which says 60 of them are, the first 60 are supposed to be used for owning parcels of land on the island. 4,840 are for their Twitter giveaways. And 5,000 are supposed to be airdropped to the most active NFT addresses, with the remaining 100 to power giveaways and actions within our community. But do you know that there was? Yeah, go ahead.
I would say, like, what's interesting about this discrepancy is that we mined all of their NFT images because we found out their API to do so, and we found that there were over 20,000 NFT images they had generated. So the fact that the smart contract has 10,000 allocated and the white paper has 10,000 allocated, I'm wondering if maybe both are true and it's just a different 10,000 they're talking about. It's not really clear.
No, it's not really clear at all. However,
And also, like, if there's going to be 120 for owning parcels on the island, how will they deal with that? Will they have like timeshare or something, or?
probably timeshares.
So it seems so. According to the white paper, there's going to be a resort on the island. So there'll be 60 permanent residences, and then 300 people can be at the resort. And so, any given time, 300 people can be there, and you'll just pay for the resort like a normal person, I guess.
But but you have to use only crypto, right? Or will they?
I don't actually know. I would assume so. Kind of seems like it'd be the point.
Kind of assumes that would be a point.
But I don't think they specified in the white paper if it has to be.
No, because if they use crypto, that would be extremely, like, one day, one thing will be extremely expensive, the next it will be extremely cheap, and just why?
What you're telling me is that crypto isn't actually a very good form of currency. Is that what I'm hearing right now?
I'm saying it's volatile.
Yeah. There's a reason we don't use it anywhere.
El Salvador, isn't it?
Yeah, they're experimenting with that.
Yeah.
I think Venezuela's talking about it too. You know, country is notable for how well they run their economies.
Yeah. But what really blew this up is a question that was asked on Twitter. Somebody had the smarts to ask, what would the age of consent be in CryptoLand? And CryptoLand turned around and replied, mental maturity should be more than enough. Now, other content creators have covered this tweet for the last week. So, if you see us gloss over this, there's a reason why. We don't necessarily have an opinion on this, other than other than to say that it's disgusting, and whoever made that tweet should be deeply ashamed of themselves.
Especially with the winky face. God damn it.
Yeah, it's super gross.
Now, now the white paper is suspicious in itself, but it's being kept hidden from the public. The only links that are on their website that try to link to the white paper is a private Google Drive that we showed you earlier that requires approval to view the document. Now, we have obtained this document through a source that shall be kept confidential. It seems to date back to October 19th, 2021, and contains 3 pages of disclaimers, which you can see right here. And they open this paper with the disclaimers. And the disclaimers include, but are not limited to, the fact that it should be kept confidential. In other words, you're not allowed to talk about this paper. It says here, quote, persons to whom a copy of this white paper has been distributed or disseminated, provided access to, or would otherwise have the white paper in their possession shall not circulate it to any other persons, reproduce, or otherwise distribute this white paper or any information contained therein for any purpose whatsoever, nor permit or cause the same to occur. Now, the NFTs themselves are supposedly distributed by a company called Sat Elite Limited. In the, well, you can see, the panel can tell me where it is. Sheldys?
It's in the 5th paragraph of that important notice of the disclaimer. If you just
Yeah.
look for Satellite Limited, it'll be in there.
The distributor will be the affiliate Sat Elite Limited, a company incorporated in the Seychelles with company registration number CryptoLand, and will deploy proceeds of the sale of the CryptoLander King CryptoLander NFT tokens to fund CryptoLand's business and operations.
However, we found out that there's no such company that exists.
They have a placeholder, literally just says number in the documents. And if you go to the Seychelles Islands business page, you're able to search for businesses, and no company called Satellite Limited or Satellite or anything similar thereto has been registered in Seychelles Islands.
You did check for CryptoLand as well, just in case.
I did, of course.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's not there either.
Well, at least the white paper isn't up to date.
Yep. Multiple assertions that they may or may not have done any of the legal work or followed any regulations. Quoting here from disclaimer section C, subsection C. The publication, distribution, or dissemination of this white paper does not imply that the applicable laws or regulatory requirements or rules have been complied with.
But just to get a little bit, take something a little bit before we're supposed to. We also know that they have done some legal work.
Yes.
That will be taken up later. Continue.
That their land ownership NFTs does not actually mean you own any land. The CryptoLander Kingland CryptoLander NFT tokens are not construed, interpreted, classified, or treated as ... units or any form of direct or indirect ownership in interest in land, real estate, or other property. That is their disclaimer, section C, F7. no Americans are allowed to buy any of their NFTs. You are not eligible to purchase CryptoLander or King CryptoLander NFT tokens in the CryptoLand NFT collection offering, as referred to in this white paper. If you are a citizen, resident, tax or otherwise, or a green card holder of the United States of America. That is in section J. Disclaimer, subsection J.
Isn't it G?
J.
You are fully aware and understand that in the case where you wish to purchase any
I think
CryptoLand
it might be in multiple places.
Yeah,
There
it is
are
in multiple places.
Oh, okay.
Because I am looking at what you said.
Oh no, yeah, yeah. You agree and acknowledge that the CryptoLand.
Yeah,
This,
CG.
yeah,
It's also in subject or section J.
yep.
So they're very certain about this point, which is kind of an important thing.
Legal speak is really hard to read sometimes.
Right. Now, another feature of the document is the frequent spelling and grammatical errors, as well as erroneous capitalization. For example, if there is a word that has the letters K-I-N-G in it, they will capitalize that K. And the most infamous example of all is their mission statement contains a sentence fragment. Quote, a crypto paradise where the community can surround themselves with other like-minded individuals. In general, this white paper is not worth 50 cents.
Yeah, it's terrible. I had a hard time reading it.
Now, there are several key people involved in the company. We're going to use that as the very loosest of terms here. Because there are between the website and the white paper, there are 8 people listed as team members of the CryptoLander team and 1 team advisor. The list includes Max Olivier, which serves as the chief executive officer. Helena Lopez, which serves as the chief creative officer. Ricardo Gomez, which serves as chief marketing officer. Chris Levigan. Yeah. He serves as the chief growth officer. Ian Levines, which serves as the chief strategy officer. Kyle Chase, who we will have words with later, serves as an advisor. Misha Huggett is the architect. Bartosz Domiks, I can't pronounce Russian, is a designer. And Bradley Robertson is a unknown person who is actually a hotel and resort CEO. Of these 9, the first 6 seems to have a real connection with the project. The last 3 are either entirely disconnected or may have done contract work for the company. At least one, which is Ian Levines, is a former member who scrubbed their ties to the project altogether. There are 12 total staff members according to the contract, and the white paper doesn't list 4 of them. Now, let's get down into the major players of this live stream. As we get rid of you and say hello to today's meme. Yes, I played the Yu-Gi-Oh card. Sue me.
What's your address? It's coming in the mail.
All right, we have Max Olivier. Max has a very complicated history, starting back in 2015 when he produced and made a movie. Yeah, he got his start from Hollywood, folks. Well, not really. He produced this movie called Stones from the Desert, which I do have the trailer up. Let us see it.
Our cousin can sell to us?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sure.
But here a woman is not free to choose. My father committed a crime 2 years ago. And he offered me to Ahmed to pay for it.
What?
Since then, Ahmed is the one who makes my decisions. You can be here. You have to hide.
This story was probably not inspired by a true story. So, with that said, let us get rid of this. Because there is a thing with he did not get a good reception for the movie. I will tell you that. Because of stuff like that. Can anybody point out what's wrong with this gun?
It's too realistic. It scared audiences. Maybe not.
It really doesn't scare anyone. Unfortunately.
Well, it might really hurt, though.
That is
It might
true.
really
If you
hurt.
ever played paintball, that stuff can hurt.
It really can hurt, but there's something else in the way of the matter.
Wait, is that supposed to be a real gun? I kind of assumed that it wasn't supposed to be.
I mean, there is an orange tip on it.
Yeah, I mean, like in the context of the movie. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a real gun in the context of the movie. Maybe that's why it's so piss poor.
Well, they are Spanish. You can't get guns outside of America.
That's true. He met Helena Lopez during the filming of this movie. And we will explain her in a minute. Now, I would like to draw your attention to an article by an El Confidencial. Now, according to this article, which we are translating into English, folks, he was an editor at a magazine that dismantled a YouTuber's privacy. And the reason why this magazine decided to target this YouTuber is because he wanted to make a quick buck.
And just to give some information about who the YouTuber is, he is usually going under the name El Rubius. He is a very popular Spanish YouTuber and has grown his audience over many years. Even back in 2015, he was quite a big person in the space of Spanish YouTube.
Okay. Now, I have photos of this magazine. And this magazine disbanded itself after one issue. Why? Because he had a new idea. Entered the Play Awards 2017. It was supposed to be a celebration of Spanish YouTube. El Rubius is supposed to have received an award by this award show. The why is kind of irrelevant in this topic of conversation. But El Rubius found out who was in charge of this magazine. And it spread to other Spanish YouTubers. And ultimately, it was canceled because of the bad press. In other words, nobody was willing to show up on the program. Now, Helena Lopez, on the other hand, not much is known about her outside of 2015. And B, she is a known close associate with Max Oliver. Now, I did promise you earlier that I would show you the pictures. Here they are, as best as I can get them. This is the rag, LU mag. This is the cover. This is who they think it is. And there's El Rubius right here. And it's telling you to subscribe. Now there is a third person involved in all of this, and we're going to dig up information about him now. I would like to introduce you to the stream. A one Kyle Chase. It's spelled with two E's, by the way. Actually, it's spelled with two S's, by the way. He claims that he's been in crypto since 2012. He met Max and Helena on or about 2018. He's a lead manager for the House of Dao in Thailand. And most importantly, drumroll please. He is from California, which is important. Why, Alex?
Because Americans cannot participate in CryptoLand. They can't buy anything or get anything from the company at all.
Right. But Kyle not only is involved with CryptoLand as an advisor, he's also a plot holder. Now, I'm going to throw up a thumbnail of... Okay, there we go. Of a video that he did in November 26, 2021. And it's called I Bought Real Land in Fiji with Crypto. Now, let's see here. Give me that, please. Now, here is about 3 minutes of that video. As a matter of fact, this is the first 3 minutes of that video.
Guys, I just minted 100. Guys, I just minted 160 ETH NFT, and it's sick. In this video, guys, I'm buying a real piece of land in crypto paradise on Fiji. This has been a really long time coming. I'm super excited. Let's check it out. And ETH pumped today too, so I'm actually getting an even better discount on this one. So the cool thing, like what's amazing about this whole project, CryptoLand, is like I'm actually buying an ultra rare, you know, one of one in a collection of 10,000 NFTs. And that's dope, right? But like that ties to this actual piece of land. So I'm actually buying my first piece of land. No, well, that's not true, actually. And
Okay, he let slip a couple of things. He did not disclose that he was an advisor within the first 47 seconds of that video.
And breaking what regulation is that?
The FTC.
All sponsored content has to be disclosed.
Somebody call a shit pie. I think we have somebody on his radar. Or was that some other? No, it was a shit pie. Oh no, it's Ajit Pie, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Now, he says that he's buying the land in question for 160 ether. Now, where did this clown earn the ether to buy a $1.5 million plot? Because as we can see in the contract right here, this is the price of the first land plot that was supposed to be sold. And if we take a look at an Etherscan converter, 1.5 million, or in about 1.5 million, is translated to 163 ether. Now, here's a little something about contract manipulation. Alex, if you would take over.
Right. So, as you can see in the code he showed, the way the contract works is essentially they set up these prices for each plot sold. It starts with 1.5 million and it goes up to 2.7, I think it was, million, increasing in increments of 10,000. But he actually, based on the amount that he put into it and the price of Ethereum at the time, spent about half as much as you would expect him to based on the contract. And what we realized is that the numbers are hard-coded in US dollars, and it uses a conversion factor to convert those US dollars into Ethereum. And so it can't update itself automatically. The owner has to go in and update the price of Ethereum whenever someone's about to buy this land. So what they did for him to give him a special deal was they went in ahead of time. They increased the price of Ethereum in the contract significantly to double its actual price, so that when the contract adjusted it for the US dollar price, it miscalculated it to half the price it was supposed to be. And then he bought it for half price, and then they adjusted the price of Ethereum back down to its real price. So that's how he was able to buy it at half the price he was supposed to be able to buy it for, according to the contract.
Now, all of this first started on November 7th of 2021, when an unknown benefactor sent him 123 ether. And here is the details of that transaction right in your screen right now. He got the contract altered. Now, all of this happened at 9:12 a.m. UTC. A few hours later, the price of Ethereum was adjusted from 4514 to 9500, effectively cutting the price in half. Now, he made his purchase for 157 Ether, or 755,000. And then the contract was closed back to regular price of Ether. All of this, from the time the contract was first adjusted to when the contract was fixed, took 18 minutes. In other words, Kyle Chase, in about 47 seconds of edited YouTube footage, went in, bought his land, and got out, basically. Now, I reported this to Callum Upton, friend of the channel and all-around good guy. And he had a similar theory that I had, in that the price of Ethereum is altered according to who's buying the land. Now, I'm gonna let the panel take over and discuss while I whip up the last little ingredient to this live stream, because breaking news does change everything.
Yeah, so for the record, we technically don't know who the benefactor is, but he was given 123 Ether out of nowhere, and within less than a day, the price was bumped down. He bought it and then bumped immediately back up. And the only person who can adjust the price is the person who owns the contract. So the people who own the CryptoLand contract adjusted the price down for, I think it was 18 minutes, like you said, and then immediately back up right after he bought it. It was, I mean, again, we don't technically know, but you'd have to be kind of stupid to think that it was anybody other than the CryptoLand people who were organizing this. They gave him the money, he bought the land, and they adjusted the prices so he could buy for a fraction of the cost. And he did all of this for promotion, which he then put on his video without disclosing it.
So
Right.
essentially, he first got the translation. I guess it's about 500,000. The amount of ether he got, 400, 500,000, somewhere along that. And
Yeah, somewhere
at
in
the
that
same
neighborhood.
And at the same time, he also got $1 million discount on the plot through just them lowering the contract and raising it back up in 18 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And on top of all of this, multiple times in the white paper, they say no Americans can do this, while they're partnering with an American, having him buy the land himself. They're violating their own white paper, their own disclaimers, their own terms of service, their own everything for this promotion, where they're giving him a massive discount he doesn't disclose. The whole thing is shady as anything.
Right. And worst of all, he claims that he bought the land for 1.33 million.
And also, I just have to say this, because the more I hear about this, the more it just sounds like another crypto project. There's been so many awesome crypto project lately with so many like weird details and everything that it just goes right along there. Just same type of deal. It sounds like a perfect crypto deal.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the rest of the scams. Oh wait, sorry. Did I say that loud?
Whoops.
I think you said the quiet part out loud.
Accidentally told the truth there. I mean, from what we've seen so far, they've put very little effort into this too. Like we talk about it as though there's an island that they don't own the island. They haven't done any legal footwork according to their own white paper. They haven't done any of the regulatory work, any of the legal work. And so all they've done is write up a terribly written document, put up a website that's basically a template where they stole all the images for it, put out a basic smart contract that they hire somebody else to wrote. And the entire thing they could have done all of this in several days' time. Like we see from the timeline that they spent longer on it, but in reality, the amount of work that's being done is minimal while they're promoting it as though it's the future of crypto.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Well, at least they have one thing going for them. They have a mascot. It's disgusting. It's an ugly mascot, but they do have a mascot.
True. You got me there.
Hmm.
That's probably the hardest part of this whole project is generating those images.
Like, just oh my god, the fucking video.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we will address the video on the W2 Report post live stream, which will occur on my Twitch channel in roughly 2 hours from now.
Yeah, my brain just blocked the video out of existence. I completely forgot about it.
I am so glad I did not watch that just without anyone else. I saw it on Twitter. I don't remember which person watched it, but it was just, you know how the whole Earth 2 situation started last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like the exact same thing just happened with this. Just, this is a scam, right? This is a joke.
Yeah, we actually would literally every time we talk about this, it comes up. Is this like a weird art project? Are they messing with? Is this like a commentary on crypto? What is the deal with this? We can't figure it out. Like it's at that like edge where either it is incredibly good satire or it is a horrible scam, and we legitimately can't figure out which.
Well, there is something. There is another layer to all of this that really creates a onion effect. Now, I'm going to refer to you to a email that the quote legal team over at CryptoLand sent to a one Molly White. It says here, Miss White, it's come to our attention that you have been making statements about CryptoLand that are both false and misleading. These statements constitute libel since they defame both CryptoLand and its founders. Citation fucking needed. We demand you cease and desist making these false and libelous statements. It's spelled libels, you morons.
I didn't notice that until now.
And delete them from any platform and issue a public apology on all platforms where the libels, you idiot, statement has been placed. Please be advised that if you fail to fulfill 2 L's, you idiot, the petition above, we will have no choice but to take appropriate legal steps to protect CryptoLand's reputation, seeking a relief in a court of law for monetary damages. Well, you kind of shot your own self in the foot with that age of consent thing. Sincerely, CryptoLand legal team. Now, this little disclaimer was tagged with this. All material in this message is confidential and blah, 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 blah. Basically, there's an NDA on it. Miss White, on the other hand, had appropriate response. Dear legal team, I have removed all of the false statements. Now,
like an absolute queen.
Yes. Now, I personally would have told them to fuck right off. As a matter of fact, I actually have a boilerplate template to respond to all these cease and desists. Now, there is one other legal threat that somebody in the CryptoLand Discord made, and this is from last night. It starts with Mr. Space Claus of the legal law firm of Claus and Tang, and Mr. Claus goes, "I am Tang's associate. You can probably read all of the stuff, but they're trying to target Kira TV." And at the bottom, they said they graduated from Yale. Now, why is Yale such a bad thing when it's not capitalized?
Why is it?
Because it supposedly is an Ivy League school.
Yeah. And every part of this just screams somebody who dropped out of high school.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Anyway, what are our thoughts for this crypto thing? Because I know we're going to follow this up. I know I know for damn sure we're going to follow this up with more information as more information comes in. But the thing about this is that I personally think that CryptoLand has to know what it is by itself. We don't need it. We don't need our help. They don't need our help to help tell them it's a scam or not.
Pay your royalties, damn it!
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. It's baffling to me that they've gotten as much of a following as they have. That so many people have bought into this as it is. And
Not
like
peop-
they've only got the one land sale where they manipulated the contract price and gave them all the money to buy it, so his actual buy-in price was significantly lower than it looks on paper.
Can I
But
just
a lot of people
It
have
is-
been trading these NFTs. There's people out there like trying to be whales of CryptoLand, and the whole thing is just absurd on its face. Like I guess you can just fool anybody with anything these days. Like you just throw crypto or metaverse in it, and people will just buy it. It doesn't matter what it is or how obvious of a scam it is.
Right.
Let me just correct you just quickly. It's not people buying into this. It's cryptobros. They're a different
Yeah,
species.
That
Just
is that is
don't,
true.
Don't defame people over this.
Yeah,
Oh,
crypto
wow.
bros and people have a common ancestor, but they've clearly diverged in some ridiculous and like not sustainable way. Just waiting for for Darwinism to like get rid of all of them.
Yeah, I
Or rape.
personally believe that things have changed forever in regards to crypto bros. I personally think that they became stupid and that,
Became.
well, they were always stupid, but I mean, they transcend the level of dumb that is really necessary for to even function.
Mhm.
And people going in and getting these NFTs of just coins, that is going to be one of the idiotic things that we've ever seen come out this year.
Yeah. And I legitimately do actually feel bad for a lot of them because I don't think that for a lot of them it's a matter of them being like truly stupid, like incapable of knowing better. I think that with the economic pressures of today, a lot of people are just hopeful to a point where it's made them naive, where they are so desperate to have one of these like success stories of, buying an NFT before it blows up and becoming a millionaire. It's the same mentality as buying into the lottery. On some level, everyone knows it's fucking stupid, but people keep doing it anyway, not because they legitimately believe that there's a high percentage chance that they'll get it, that they'll win, but because they are so desperate for an improvement in their life that they're willing to take those stupid long odds and look like an idiot just to try. And so I think this is incredibly predatory, and that when we call them stupid, it's funny, and on some level, for a lot of them, it's true. But really, it kind of deflects from the blame that should go onto these crypto quote unquote projects, these scams that are clearly preying on these people and their need for betterment in their lives in this economic situation that we're in.
Well, I personally think that I personally agree with Josh Shrive Hayes because the crypto bros are given hope to the hopeless. But on the other side of the token, the predatory nature of these crypto bros is going to ruin them. And yeah, there's things that we need to consider moving forward on cryptos that have become synonymous with gaming and what have you today. So before we wrap this up, do you happen to have any final thoughts?
Don't get involved with this project or anything like it. Just don't do it.
It's like, and also just if you can look away, do it, because this is, from what we have seen, they will also attempt with legal threats and all that. If you can't afford the mental strain that could put on you, having needing to think that somebody will come after you for this, just leave it behind. Just don't give it a thought. Don't buy into it. And if there's any jokes you can find of it, feel free to send them our way.
Yes, because we have the targets on our back for a reason. Now, Alec, I would like to thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me.
And Red, as always, thank you for joining us.
As always, thank you for having me.
I have been Sanji Himura. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Now, remember, our post W2 Report live stream will start at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time on my Twitch channel. You can find that link over on the pinned tweet on my Twitter account. That is pinned on the chat here today. Anyway, I have been Sanji Himura. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you on the next one.